Right, hello everyone. I apologise for the lack of uploads recently. I was a bit ill, so for about 3 days, but then I was also just wasn't really thinking it. I was focusing on like school and stuff, not intentionally. Well, yeah, I was intentionally, but I wasn't intentionally not uploading. I just didn't really get time. But yeah, so obviously you're here because you want to know how to run a 37-minute 10k. So I'm here to teach you / advise you / tell you what I did, and hopefully it'll work for you. First thing I would say is the mileage. You need to like drill down on this mileage, right? You don't need like people get confused and they're like, oh, I need speed and stuff like that. You don't, okay? What I did was 4 weeks of above 60 miles a week, and then I did like what, 3, 4, no, yeah, roughly that. Like I did 4 weeks of about 60 miles, and then I did about 2-3 weeks of less than 60. Just I'm not sure why, it wasn't planned, but yeah, I did like 50. And I did another 4 of above 60, going up to 65, and before the like blocks of 65, there's just kind of like 40-50, just rebuilding from injury. But yeah, so that's what happened with that. But what I'd say is, what I did was 60 miles a week. You don't need to do 70 because I'm fit enough to run at what, 36 something on like 65, 70 nearly. So you don't need to do that much. You just need like what, 60, and that will give you enough to run 37. So what, 60 miles a week, easy, all easy runs, and then do the occasional tempo, which will be like every 2 weeks. So obviously the pace you want to do, say you do like a tempo 6 miles at 6:20 pace, maybe 6:15, not too hard but not too easy. 6:20 is probably perfect because I was half marathon trained, and what I did was mostly 8 miles at 6:20 pace for tempo, and that gives you good stimulation. So I'd say just do that every like what, 3, maybe 2 weeks. Don't do every week, you don't need it. Just every 3 weeks. I'd say do about 4. So like it'll take like what, 4. If you do them every other week and do 4, it'll be about 2 months of tempos. So do it just before the race. You don't need to taper. Just keep your mileage. And yeah, so obviously a 10k, if you're trying to run 37 like 40 or 50 late, then that's like what, 6:05 a mile. I think I'll put it on the screen, the actual time. I'm just guessing off the top of my head, but yeah, so that's that. So obviously, why would you run any harder than that? And why would you do any speed when you've got the speed in your legs biomechanically? You just need to build your endurance. That's it really. And you don't need hills, you don't need thresholds, you don't need VO2 max workouts. You just need tempos and easy mileage. Honestly, easy mileage is like, you gain most of your benefit from running that easy volume. The tempos are sort of just like the cherry on top. You don't even need the tempos, but I'm just saying them in case you don't do it and then you blame me. So that's what I did anyway. So if that is what I did, then it should work for you, because most people, they respond to, like, a lot of people can do not high mileage and speed and run good times, whereas I'm the type that responds better to volume. So the more I run, the better I am. So the higher mileage I do, the quicker I get. So if you're like me and you just rely on mileage and volume, then this video is gonna, like, everything here applies to you. I just want to quickly like go over everything I've just said in case it wasn't clear. So do 60 miles a week. Do a tempo every 2 to 3 weeks at 6:20 pace. Do 6 miles. You can even do 8. I'd say do 8, but you might not need it because I can run a 36 like 40, 36 30. So just do 6 miles at 6:20. You can do more if you're unsure whether or not you want it and you just want that insurance. But yeah, do that. The 60 miles a week, obviously, and don't do any speed, don't do any hills. You can if you want, but it's a waste of your time and you might get injured. So that's that. That's literally a summary of what I've just said to you. Even do a 10k before that just to see where you're at if you want. Like, if you think that, like I did a 10k before it trying to run 36 because on flat, but the wind on the way back was atrocious, so didn't happen. But yeah, even do a 10k before that and try and run 38 and see how that feels. But yeah, just don't go out and blow up. Just run on pace. Just if you've got to watch, put the pace on it honestly, and just you know your pace and just stick to that pace. You can go quicker towards the end if you're feeling good in the last mile and you think you can drop less than you can drop a sub 6. Do it, because it takes like a few seconds off. But if you go out, I wouldn't go out too hard, because I see so many people in races that will go out like that race I did, the hilly one. There were I went out on pace, and there's people that went out and they dropped the first mile in like 5:50, and by mile 2 I overtook them and flogged them, and I didn't see them again. I'm pretty sure a lot of them ran like 41 minutes, but there was like people that they done that and they kept up for about 3 miles, and I overtook them and I managed to beat them by like 30 seconds or something. So it just proves, like, just go out on pace and you'll be alright. Don't be sprinting off, getting excited, thinking, oh yeah, I don't feel tired, because it will catch up to you by the end of the race.